Honestly speaking, I don't know how to even describe that or what we just saw. But let's have a little bit of a recap of the AFF Mitsubishi Cup. Yeah, so as I said, I don't really know how to verbalize this or how to put this. First, I should say congratulations to Mano Pokling and the Thai team, and congratulations to Thailand for now winning the Asian Cup 7 times, and of course back-to-back for Thailand now. But obviously wanting Vietnam to win it, it's tough.
Disappointed!
It's hard, but how do we begin to look at that from a Vietnamese point of view? But not just that, let's look at the other countries as well. So I do want to say that at the beginning we had purposely meant to speak to every single team, but we never managed to get round all of the teams. Some of you guys never got back to me. But then the other guys, of course, you guys did get back to me, and I do apologise, but we never had the time to do everything.
I'm busy doing nothing. Doing nothing, that's the life for me.
That's not the case. But nonetheless, there still was a great amount of football.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
No, there was. Everybody knows that I absolutely love the AFF Mitsubishi Cup, and this year was no different. I was excited to see how the Philippines would do, how Cambodia would do, and I heard it said that Indonesia, the Tottenham Hotspur of Asian football.
You what?
I never said that. But there was some really interesting stuff going on Twitter, and the normal, how would we say, housery between the Thai fans and the Indonesian fans and the Vietnamese fans and the Malaysian fans. But let's be honest, those are the 4 big teams in there. Those are the 4 big countries that you expect to do well. Brunei came in there playing hard, trying hard, same with Laos, but you know, huge expectations for them. Were the Philippines able to do as well as they did in the last Suzuki Cup before it changed to the Mitsubishi Cup? We were going to see, but unfortunately the answer was no. I had the chance of going to the Moradok Techno Stadium in Cambodia to watch the Philippines versus Cambodia, and Cambodia, I am so happy to say that Cambodia did so well, and long may that continue, and long may they continue to grow and get better and better and better. Myanmar just kind of not up to much. Myanmar were kind of at the party, just kind of going along and doing stuff, but you know, what were Singapore going to do? We'd already spoken to a couple of people in Singapore to find out what they thought.
Hi, I'm Darwin from Singapore. This year, of course, at the AFF Mitsubishi Electric Cup, Singapore hope to do better than what we did in the 2020 edition, where we lost out to Indonesia in the semi-finals. And this time round, of course, we hope that the Lions can take us to the finals after several years of hiatus from the final competitions.
It's always difficult because there's so many good countries that I want them to do well, and so many good people following and working at those countries, but it's never always going to be the case. And then it comes down to 4 of the teams. Those 4 teams, obviously Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia and Vietnam.
Captain of the Oz.
And so it was no surprise that we had them in the semi-finals. Malaysia with Thailand and Indonesia with Vietnam. This is when it becomes so difficult, because I want to see Indonesia do well. And I genuinely think that Malaysia have the best, one of the best. I mean, they're one of the best supported countries in the whole of the Asian Cup. If the competition was based on the fans, I think I'm so going to get into trouble for saying this. I would say that it would be a Malaysia-Indonesia final, because for me, without a doubt, they are the best fans. They are definitely the best fans. Maybe they're not the best team, maybe they're not the best setup, but they are some of the best.
This one comes with your own company suck-up.
Morning, Mr. Griffin. Nice day.
It's a little cloudy.
It's absolutely cloudy. One of the worst days I've seen in years. So, good news about the Yankees.
I hate the Yankees.
Pack of cheaters, that's what they are. I love your tie.
I hate this tie.
It's awful, it's gaudy, it's gotta go.
And I hate myself.
I hate you too. You make me sick, you fat sack of crap.
But I'm the president.
The best there is.
But you just said you hated me.
But not you, the president, the you who said you hated you who love, hate Yankees, clouds. I'll have that fixed for you tomorrow, sir.
But yeah, we were still down to those 4. So what was going to happen with those 4? There was a lot of hassle going on around in the Malaysia camp, and not from me, and I'm not making something out of this, so don't read into this or twist it, but a lot of internet chat and backbiting and bitching of what was going to happen with Malaysia.
If you want to start being rude, I'll mention your mother.
So I was really happy to see Malaysia do well despite all of these arguments going on. I asked how Malaysia thought they were going to do and what was the general mood. I asked Dr. Subra.
The question of how well Malaysia will do in the AFF Suzuki Cup, with all the underlying problems, I feel that Malaysia will not be doing very well in the coming AFF Suzuki Cup. I don't think so. They are ready because even the domestic league has got lots of problems and so on. Saya rasa Malaysia tidak akan dapat membuat dapat menunjukkan prestasi yang baik dalam AFF Mitsubishi Cup yang akan datang kerana terdapat banyak masalah di Malaysia pada masa ini dalam bola sepak, terutamanya liga dan juga dari sudut pembangunan.
And so yeah, it's honest. Indonesia. Again, the amazing fans of Indonesia. And I'm not just saying that because of my subscribers, but, you know, subscribe there down below if you want. But Indonesia fans, come on, and after everything that they've been through, they deserve this also. So it was so good to see them go through that young team that they have. And it can only get better for them as they move on. And it's great to see them getting stronger, but it was always going to come down to Thailand and Vietnam. Vietnam and Thailand. Thailand and Vietnam. Manu Pocklin going for his second cup, whereas Yusong Park, it's his final swan song and he's going to leave. Well, he's left now because I'm recording this the next day. But yeah, he was leaving. So this was going to be his last tournament, and historically he has gone down in history as Vietnam's most successful head coach of all time. But was he going to go out with a bang or a whimper? Spoiler alert, it was a whimper. But the point is, we then had Vietnam playing Thailand, and we asked a lot of people in Vietnam how they thought they were going to do. We spoke to people at the PVF, we spoke to the fans, we spoke to journalists, and we asked, how do you think you will do, and what is the expectation levels?
Về câu hỏi thứ nhất thì với tư cách người Việt Nam thì mình không mong gì hơn việc là đội tuyển Việt Nam sẽ giành được chiến thắng tại AFF Cup vào năm nay. Nhất là nếu so với cả năm ngoái khi mà đội tuyển Việt Nam đá AFF Cup ở bán kết và đã không thể nào ghi bàn trong cả 2 lượt trận trước Thái Lan. Thì kỳ này mình rất mong như kiểu là đội Việt Nam có thể tái ngộ với cả Thái Lan thêm một lần nữa để có thể vừa đòi nợ thành công trong quá trình để lên ngôi vô địch. Và mình tin là đội tuyển Việt Nam có thể sẽ làm được tốt hơn năm ngoái, vì lần này đội tuyển Việt Nam đã đón chào được sự trở lại của những trụ cột rất là quan trọng như là đội trưởng Đỗ Hùng Dũng hay là hậu vệ cánh trái Đoàn Văn Hậu, cũng như là Nguyễn Văn Quyết, người mà đã trở lại đội tuyển Việt Nam sau một thời gian dài và đã có màn thể ấn tượng trong các loạt trận giao hữu ở tháng 9 vừa rồi. Rồi cũng như là có những đội tuyển cũng có được sự bổ sung của những nhân tố mới như là Tuấn Hải trên hàng công hay là trung vệ Nguyễn Thanh Bình. Thì mình tin là như kiểu với một lực lượng đầy đủ và khát khao như hiện tại thì đội tuyển Việt Nam sẽ giành được chiến thắng tại AFF 2022 và làm một món quà chia tay ý nghĩa cho huấn luyện viên Park Hang-seo.
Mr. Harkus asked me about our team. Yes, about Vietnam team. I think Vietnam team has strengthened a lot compared to the tournament in the last year. I believe young players like Thanh Bình, Bùi Hoàng Việt Anh, Hồ Tấn Tài, and Phạm Tuấn Hải will have many opportunity to show up in this tournament. That is also Coach Park has done in the past year when he fight and try with new player for the Vietnam team. And don't forget the return of Văn Quyết and Văn Hậu. And I believe the Vietnam team will have so many options for each match, and of course we don't have Công Phượng in this tournament. However, like I said before, I believe in Tuấn Hải. The striker have high performance in the V-League, and this is the first time he play in AFF Cup, and I believe that motivation will help him shine.
And so ultimately, it came down to the desires of the fans and the desires of the teams. Who wanted it more? I gotta say, I was all ready, I was all excited. And then Bosch, Vietnam take the lead. That's it, it's done, it's done. Vietnam are going to go on and win this now at the Maidan Stadium. Should we mention the Maidan? Medan? Sorry, me. Should we mention the Maidan Stadium? I mean, let me know in the comments if I should do a separate video on Maidan Stadium, because it's not going to be a complimentary video. I mean, you can take that, right? But anyway, so the first game in the Maidan Stadium. Also good to see the stadium being busy, even though I understand that there was a protest, or there was discuss of people protesting by not going to the game, which politically I found really interesting in Vietnam, because should I be saying this? I mean, you're not allowed to protest, so by not going to the football wasn't actually protesting, but it was a protest to not go. Again, I'm only saying what I heard getting posted online by Vietnamese people. I'm not causing trouble here by saying this. I'm not even the messenger. But yeah, so there was that, But anyway, all of that said, it was good to see so many people coming out. Again, I'm going to go off on a tangent. Why come out just because it's the semi-finals and the finals? Come out and support your team the entire time. Like, the entire time. Now, I'm not just getting at Vietnam for this, because largely the Vietnamese support was great, and the travelling support has been great for Vietnam, but some of the attendances have just been, well, I understand that the Mordor Techno in Cambodia is far outside the city and it costs money, but when I was there I saw a lot of buses being put on to take people to what is an incredible stadium, it has to be said. But looking at the attendances at some of the other stadiums, yeah, each one has got an argument. Singapore, I'm looking at you though, Singapore. Come on, Singapore. Just because, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go in. Just because it's not Arsenal or Man United or Liverpool or some club in England that's miles away from you that you've never been to see, you might never ever get to see, this is your country. Go and support your country. Just because they're not winning doesn't make them any less of your country. Go along and support your country. If this was your son or daughter's violin lesson, you would go, or their violin performance, whatever, you would go along to see them even if your kids sucked. Okay, maybe if your kids sucked, you probably wouldn't go. I mean, I don't know, Singapore, let me know down in the comments. What I'm trying to say though, Singapore, is you struggled to sell tickets to sell out Yalan Besar. Really? Really, Singapore? You have one of the best stadiums in Southeast Asia. You don't have the best one. Oh no, you do not. But you have one of the best stadiums in Southeast Asia. Why can you not fill it? Why can you fill that when Liverpool are playing Crystal Palace? Yeah, okay, I was there. Why can you fill it for that, but not for your national team? Where is the Kalang Roar? Where? Where is it? We saw it when you scored from the free kick against Indonesia. And what a game that was. But after that, then what happened? Okay, so this is an Ang Moana rant, right? Seriously though, I'm going to stop with Singapore. I'm going to write, where was I? Thailand, Vietnam. So, good to see Vietnam having people in the stadium. Glad I remembered where it was. You got Vietnam taking the lead, and for me, that's it done. That's it done. The game is over. The game was not over. Thailand came back, they scored, good goal, and then they scored again. What? Now Vietnam did that thing that Vietnam always do, they struggle with a low block and they struggle to break it down, and the only way they're going to score is by taking a shot, a long shot from outside the box. We saw this in the World Cup qualifiers, screaming at the television screens, or if you were at the game, screaming to take those shots. They took the shot, they got the equaliser, 2-2. Party's back on, maybe? It's never going to be easy going to Bangkok, going to Thailand, and with the score being 2-2, to be honest, they only needed to win 1-0. Or, if they drew, it would have to be 3 each. So, yeah, just go there and win. That's a lot easier said than done. I fully appreciate that. But the Vietnam that we've seen there started brightly, and I don't think without Tharabum that Thailand are really offered that much. I don't think that. I think they got the goal, and then after getting the goal, they kind of sat in, and Vietnam huffed and puffed and huffed and puffed.
He said that to me. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I said that too.
But they didn't blow any houses down. No. And so we had the inevitable 1-0 scoreline to Thailand. Congratulations again to Thailand. I have to say this isn't sour grapes. It really isn't. Maybe it is a little. Maybe it is a little bit. Thailand then go on to win it, and again, 7 times they've won this now. They are pulling away, and Thailand are the Asian Kings. I said it once, I'm not going to say it again. And so that's that. You have to give Thailand the congratulations, and you have to say well done to Thailand. I better not be getting jumped next time I go to Bangkok. So yeah, so there it is. Congratulations to Thailand. That's my summary of it, with a few kind of offshoots. Let me know if I should speak about Medan, and also send me a message. Let me know if we should speak more about Singaporean football and the issues going on in Singapore. Again, I really appreciate all your comments below and your likes and any shares as well. People subscribing. Remember also that the tunes in the background are my man Bunty Beats. You can check out all his stuff down below. And if you are interested in football coaching, whatever, check out our links below. We can help coaching, scouting on harkuscg.com, not Harkus CG TV. Signing off for another one from Harkus CG TV. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you.